That's William Cordova, the artist around there with the long hair. Yeah, the brother over there with the van. Yeah, he's the one that did this. Yeah.
Now, why is it here?
Because this was the area of the actual Black Panther Party. People's Party 2 was there where Carl was living, okay? And we moved from there down here and opened it up as the official chapter of
was this foundation shared by the
this was a foundation.
Several sandwich houses?
Yeah, this is just shops, all these shops down
Because I remember it was a very narrow building.
Yeah, but it was in here somewhere, okay?
This was after Carl was killed?
This is after Carl was killed. Exactly.
Okay, because I remember the house on the corner. I vaguely remember this, and then I remember when y'all moved over to Freedmanstown.
Right, yeah, Fourth Ward, yes. Carl was actually killed. He come down the sidewalk, and it was shops and what have you, and he was with two brothers. One of the brothers that was with him, Ronnie Steen, he drives a truck and he's out on the port of Houston, okay?
Yeah.
He couldn't make it, man, you know what I'm saying? So they were kind of crawled like in combat, you know, and all that. You know, they was trying to see. Well, they were on top of the building, and the church officials let them in the building because they didn't break in. Okay.
That church had a taller tower back then?
No, I think something was up there. I don't know. We got to get some original pictures. I think they were taken, but they were up there, and they were in the body of the church itself. And then Carl told me, y'all wait here. He crossed the street. You have to understand, this street wasn't as wide as it is now, you know. And he went over here.
That's different.
And,
it's a two-lane street.
Yeah. And it was full of shops and what have you.
Yeah.
He got behind this pole. Now, they couldn't, he wasn't a fool, you know. They couldn't hit him from behind this pole from up there. He did this, and they shot him from the building.
Wow.
Okay. And it was also police up under the building over here that was here, and that's when they shot Johnny Coward in the heel, shot his heel off. Okay, Johnny Shotgun Coward, and they also shot Fred Sparkman and Bart T. Hill. Okay, or the John Brown Revolutionary. You know, and
Who
he was
Fred Sparkman?
Fred Sparkman was just a brother in the community that was just here, you know, community worker, if you will, you know, and that's who was all shot. But the other people were wounded and what have you, because they stayed here for 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
So he was mortally injured on this spot?
Right here. This is where he was hit, and then they shot him 5, 6, 7, 8 times more, from my understanding. You know, full of dum-dum rounds. They couldn't stop the bleeding. They took him to Riverside. Riverside couldn't do anything for him. They took him to Bental, you know.
And the woman Sophia, you said, where did she drove down the street?
Yeah,
or?
She drove down the street in a vehicle under a hail of fire. Picked Carl up physically, put him in the car.
She picked him up?
She picked him up. She was a big woman. Big, strong woman, okay? She ran this block, you understand? The other ladies of the evening, they didn't play with Sophia, okay? And she ran it. And so she physically picked him up and put him in the car under a hail of bullets, okay?
Wow.
That is a harem, you understand?